I'm Sinan from CNBC.
我姓陈，叫何家琛。
And we're here for the world's cheapest one-star Michelin meal.
This is Mr. Chan, and we're at his stall in the heart of Singapore's Chinatown. The humble Mr. Chan, who calls himself Hawker Chan, has received 1 Michelin star from the world's most prestigious food guide for 2 years in a row. More importantly, he has also created the world's cheapest 1 Michelin star meal. This plate of succulent chicken and rice costs just $1.50, a third of what a Big Mac in Singapore would cost. And he hasn't raised prices since he opened 8 years ago. So how does he manage to make the world's cheapest one-star meal? We went into his kitchen to find out what makes his business tick. It may look like a small operation, but it's a thriving business. The 2 stores in Chinatown use 154 pounds of barbecued pork in a day, which is marinated overnight and barbecued every day. The restaurant also uses 33 pounds of vegetables, 33 pounds rice, 22 pounds of noodles, and 22 pounds of chili sauce every day. Hawker Chan concentrates on making his award-winning chicken, tasting and preparing the sauce. He puts various ingredients into 13 gallons of secret sauce, arranges the chickens in a certain order in this giant pot, and covers it for about 20 minutes. Finally, Hawker Chan lets me into one little secret of his trade: how to wrap maltose on the chicken.
The chef says, love this chicken like you love your boyfriend.
Hawker Chan sells 90 of his lovingly massaged chickens a day at his original stall, which is just 9 feet by 6 feet wide. The original outlet makes about 2,000 Singapore dollars a day, roughly 1,500 US dollars. That comes to a whopping US $36,000 in revenue in a month. That sounds like a lot. But after taking away the cost of his raw materials, like chicken and pork, the salaries of his employees, utilities, and rent, he told me he makes a profit margin of just 10 to 15%. Food and Michelin stars make for big business in Singapore. Since gaining a star, Mr. Chan has partnered with Hersing Culinary, a Singapore-based company which also owns the franchising rights to Hong Kong's Michelin star dim sum eatery Tim Ho Wan. Hersing sunk in $1 million Singapore dollars, or US $700,000, for the first air-conditioned Hawker Chan restaurant. There are now 3 outlets in Singapore, 2 in Taiwan, 2 in Thailand, and another due to open in Australia by the end of this year. You would imagine that the Michelin hype might have died down after a year, but there is so much demand for Hawker Chan's chicken rice that there is a line every single day. Hawker Chan said that last year, customers would have to queue 4 to 5 hours for a plate of chicken rice. For the full 1 Michelin star experience, I decided to join in the queue.
When you have a queue this long, reselling is strictly prohibited.
After about 40 minutes of waiting, I finally get my coveted chicken. The verdict? Silky, smooth, and really flavorful chicken. Celebrity chefs like Anthony Bourdain and Gordon Ramsay are both known for their love of Singapore's hawker centers and its cheap, good quality food. Singapore is gaining recognition as a global food hub with a total of 47 Michelin stars awarded to restaurants this year, an increase of 12 stars from last year. It still has a long way to catch up with Asian food capitals like Tokyo, which has more than 300 stars. But there's no doubt that the Michelin stars will make the food business in Singapore even bigger than it is today.
For now, I'll be thanking my lucky stars that I get to eat this 1-star Michelin meal for $1.50. Thanks, Chef Chan!